Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Harry Potter, My Immortal. So, last time we read 10 chapters, so chapters 1 to 10. So, today we will be reading chapters 10 to 20. Boy, I cannot wait. I simply cannot wait. If thing loads here, come on, be a good boy. It's gonna load. There we go. So, actually, let me read the last bit of the last chapter just to catch you guys up again. So, this is from the last chapter. So just a little catch up. We practiced for one more hour, then suddenly Dumbledore walked in angrily. His eyes were all fiery, and I knew this time it wasn't because he had a headache. "What have you done?" He started to cry wisely. "Ebony Draco has been found in his room. He's committed suicide by slitting his wrists." So that was what we ended up with last time. So now we go to chapter 11. "No!" I screamed. I was horrified. Bloody Mary tried to comfort me, but I told her to fuck off, and I ran to my room crying myself. Dumbledore chased after me, shouting, but he had to stop when I went into my room because he would look like a perv that way. Anyway, I started crying tears of blood, and then I slit both my wrists. Because why wouldn't you? They got all over my clothes, so I took them off and jumped into the bath angrily while I put on Linkin Park song on at full volume. I grabbed a stake and almost stuck it into my heart to commit suicide. I was so fucking depressed. I got out of the bathtub and put on a black low-cut dress with lace all over it sadly. You mean you put it on while sad, or sadly put it on? Like, I have nothing else to put on right now, so I'm just going to sadly just put this on. I put on black high heels with pink metal stuff on the ends and 6 pairs of skull earrings. I couldn't fucking believe it. Then I looked out the window and screamed. Snape was spying on me, and he was taking a videotape of me, and Lupin was masturbating to it. They were sitting on their broomsticks. "Ew, you fucking perv, stop looking at me naked. Are you pedos or what?" I screamed, putting on a black towel with a picture of Marilyn Manson on it. Of course, here spelled Marilyn Mason. Might be Marilyn Manson's long-lost cousin. Suddenly, Vampire ran in. "Avada Kedavra!" he yelled at Snape and Lupin, pointing his womb. What? Just go with it. I took my gun and shot Snape and Lupin a gazillion times, and they both started screaming and the camera broke. Suddenly, Dumbledore ran. Oh god. "Ebony, it has been revealed that someone has..." "No!" he shouted, looking at Snape and Lupin, and then he waved his wand, and suddenly Hagrid ran outside on his broomstick and said, "Fancy some tea?" No, he said, "Everyone, we need to talk." "What do you know, Hagrid? You're just a little Hogwarts student." "I may be a Hogwarts student," Hagrid paused angrily, "but I'm also a Satanist." "Want some tea?" You guys don't get where that's reference is from. Sorry. "This cannot be," Snape said in a crisp voice as blood dripped from his hand where Dumbledore's wand had shot him. "There must be other factors." God. "You don't have any," I yelled madly. I don't know why I sounded like Hagrid for that one. Lupin held up the camera. Wait, I thought the camera was destroyed. Lupin held up the camera triumphantly, but it was destroyed. Sauron was destroyed. The lens may be ruined, but the tape is still there. I felt faint. More than I normally do, like how it feels when you don't drink enough blood. "Why are you doing this?" Lupin said angrily while he rubbed his dirty hands on his cloak. And then I heard the words that I had heard before, but not from him. I did not know whether to feel shocked or happy, or to bite him and drink his blood because I felt faint. Because, Hagrid said as he paused in the air dramatically, waving his wand in the air. Then swooped he in. Then swooped he in, singing to tune of a Gothic version of a song by 50 Cent. Because you're Gothic? Snape asked in a little afraid voice. What? Because he was afraid it meant he might be connected with Satan. Because I love her. Oh boy, things are continuously heating up here. I was about to slit my wrist again with a silver knife that Drago had given me in case anything happened to him. He had told me to use it valiantly against an enemy, but I knew that we must both go together. No! I thought it was Hagrid, but it was Vampire. He started to scream. OMFG, no, my scar hurts. And then his eyes rolled up. You could see only his red whites. I stopped. How did you know? I saw it. And my scar turned back to into the lightning bolt. No! I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have the scar anymore, I shouted. But I do, but Diablo changed it into a pentagram for me. I always cover it up with my foundation, he said back. Anyway, my scar hurt, and it turned back into a lightning bolt. Save me! Then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. Voldemort has him bondage. Sure he does. Anyway, I was in the school's nurse's office, now recovering from my slit wrist. Snap and Lupin and Hagrid were there too. They were going to St. Mungo's after they recovered because they were pedophiles. And you can't have those fucking pervs teaching in schools with lots of hot girls. Like myself. That's not in there, but you know, that's what she's getting at. Dumbledore had confiscated. Wait. Okay, confiscated. Just making sure you spelled it right. The video camera they took of me naked. I put up my middle finger at them. Oh yeah, you sure showed them. Anyway, Hagrid came into my hospital bed holding a bouquet of pink roses. Ebony, I need to tell you something, he said in a very serious voice, giving me the roses. Fuck off, I told him. You know I fucking hate the color pink anyway, and I don't like fucked up preps like you, I snapped. Hagrid had been mean to me before for being a Gothic. No, Ebony, Hagrid says. Those are not roses. What? Are they goths too, you poser prep? I asked because I was angry that he had bought me pink roses. I saved your life, he yelled angrily. No, you didn't, I replied. You saved me from getting a Paris Hilton pee video made from your shower scene and being viewed by Snap and Lupin, who masturbated to it, and he added silently, whatever, I yelled angrily. He pointed his wand at the pink roses. These aren't roses. There's some tea. Fancy some? He didn't say that. He suddenly looked down with an evil look in his eye and muttered, well, if you wanted honesty, that's all you had to say. That's not... God. That's not a spell, that's an MCR song, I corrected him wisely. I know. I was just warming up my vocal cords. Then he screamed, oh my god. Petulus Marango mi cremicili romancio. For all you cool Gothic MCR fans out there, that's a tribute, especially for Raven. I love you, girl. Oh my god. Are we done yet? And then the roses turned to a huge, black, huge black flame floating in the middle of the air. And it was black, and it was floating, and it was big. That's not actually what it says. It just says a huge black flame floating in the middle of the air, and it was black. Now I knew he wasn't a prep. Okay, I believe you now. What the fuck is Draco? Hagrid rolled his eyes. I looked into the balls of flames, but I could see nothing. You see, Ebony, Dumbledore said, watching the two of us watching the flame. To see what is in the flames, you must find yourself first, okay? I have found myself, you mean old man. Oh, that's Hagrid yelling that. Sorry about that. Want some tea? Dumbledore looked shocked. I guess he didn't have a head. I guess he didn't have a headache, or else he would have said something back. They're making Dumbledore seem like he's fucking Psyduck. Constantly having a headache. Hagrid stormed off back to his bed. You are a liar, Professor Dumbledore. What? Hagrid, you would never say such bad things about Professor Dumbledore. Anyway, when I got better, I went upstairs and... Oh my god, again. I went upstairs and put on a black leather mini dress that was all ripped on the ends with lace on it. There was some corset stuff on the front. Then I put on black fishnets and black high heel boots with pictures of Billy Joe Armstrong on them. I put my hair all around me and I looked kind of like Samara from The Ring. And I put on blood red lipstick, black eyeliner, and black lip gloss. My god. It's almost like a creepypasta with the how many times she says blood. Next, it's going to be hyper-realistic blood. You look kawaii, girl, Bloody Mary said sad. What? You look kawaii, girl, Bloody Mary said sadly. Thanks, you do too. Again with the fangs. We get it. Instead of thanks. Oh, you're fucking hilarious and clever, you clever little bastard. I said sadly too, but I was still upset. I slit both of my wrists, feeling totally depressed, and I sucked all the blood. I cried again in my bathroom and put the shades on so Snape and Lupin couldn't spy on me this time. I went to some classes. Vampire was in the care of magical magic creatures. Redundancy. He looked all depressed because Draco had disappeared, and he used to be in love with Draco. He was sucking some blood from a Hufflepuff. Hi, he said in a depressed way. Hi back, I said in an equally sad way. Not sad, said. I'm just reading what's here. We both looked at each other for some time. Harry had beautiful red gothic eyes, so much like Draco's, and then you realize that he stole Draco's eyes. He's like a fucking Uchiha. I want your eyes, so I'm gonna take them. Then we jumped on each other and started screwing each other. Oh god, stop it. Stop it now, you haughty simpletons, shouted Professor McGonagall, who was watching us, and so was everyone else. Vampire, you fucker, I said, slapping him. Stop trying to screw me. You know I love Draco, I shouted, and then I ran away angrily, probably slitting her wrists as well. Meanwhile, thousands of miles away. Just then he started to scream, "Oh, MFG, no, my scar hurts," and then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red... Wait, didn't we read this already? His red whites. No! I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have the scar anymore, I shouted. I did... What? Wait. She just... This is chapter 2. I don't remember reading this. What? Okay, if I read that one twice, sorry, but I think it just, like, repeated itself. Vampire and I ran up the stairs looking for Dumbledore. We were so scared. Dumbledore! Dumbledore! We both yelled. Dumbledore came there. What is it you want now, you despicable snobs? He asked angrily. Voldemort has Draco. We shouted at the same time. He laughed in an evil voice. No, don't. We need to save Draco, we begged. No, he said meanly. I don't give a darn what Voldemort does to Draco. Not after how much he misbehaved in school, especially with you, Ebony. he said while he frowned, looking at me. Besides, I never liked him that much anyway. Wow, Dumbledore, you really are the greatest headmaster of Hogwarts that anyone has ever seen. Then he walked away. Vampire started crying. My Draco, he moaned. It's okay, I tried to tell him, but that didn't stop him. He started to cry tears of blood. Then he had a brainstorm. I had an idea, he exclaimed. What? I asked him. You'll see, he said. He took out his wand and did a spell. Then, suddenly we were in Voldemort's lair. Okay. We ran in with our wands out, and Harry ran in with his other wand out, because he had a thing for Voldemort too. Just as soon as we heard a croon voice say, Avada Kedavra! It was Voldemort. Dun dun dun. Oh god, we got some warning. Some of this chapter is extremely scary. Viewer discretion is advised. Oh man, guys, I'm about to shit myself. We ran to where Voldemort was. It turned out that Voldemort wasn't there. Instead, the fat guy who killed Cedric was. Draco is there crying tears of blood. Snaketail was torturing him. The vampire and I ran in front of Snaketail. Rid my sight of you despicable preps, he shouted as we started shooting him with the gun. He then suddenly he looked at me and fell down with a lovey-dovey look in his eyes. God damn. Ebony, I love you. Will you have sex with me? He said. Huh? I asked. Ebony, I love you. Will you have sex with me? Asked Snaketail. I started laughing crudely. What the fuck? You torture my boyfriend, and then you expect me to fuck you? God, you are so fucked up, you fucking bastard, I said angrily. Then I stabbed him in the heart. Blood poured out of it like a fountain. No, he screamed. He started screaming and running around. Then he fell down and died. I burst into tears sadly. Oh god, when's the scary part happen? Snaketail, oh, that's Voldemort. Snaketail, what art thou doing? Called Voldemort. Then he started coming. I'm sure he did. We could hear his high heels clacking to us. So we got on our broomsticks. Wait, I thought you did a spell and you popped into where he was. I mean, didn't they just say that Harry waved his wand and they were in Voldemort's lair? So what broomsticks? Fucking continuity in this. We went back to my room. Vampire went away. Then I started crying. What's wrong, honey? Asked Draco, taking off his clothes so we could screw. He had a six-pack. Get it? Because he's so sexy. And a really huge you-know-what and everything. It's so unfair, I yielded. Why can't I just be ugly or plain like all the other girls and preps here, except for Bloody Mary, because she's not ugly or anything? Why would you want to be ugly? I don't like the preps anyway. They're such fucking sluts, answered Draco. Yeah, but everyone is in love with me. Like Snape and Lupin took a video of me naked. Hagrid says he's in love with me. Vampire likes me. And now even Snaketail's in love with me. I just want to be with you, okay, Draco? Why couldn't Satan have made me less beautiful? Fuck you, Lucifer, you fucking prick. She didn't say that. That's just my own. I shouted angrily. I'm good at too many things. Why can't I just be normal? It's a fucking curse. I shouted and then ran away. Oh boy. So when did the scary part happen? We're on chapter 15, by the way. Ebony! Ebony! Shouted Draco sadly. No, please come back. But I was too mad. Whatever, now you can go have sex with Vampire, I shouted. I stormed into my room and closed my black door with my blood-red key. It had pictures of Marilyn Manson on it. He looked so sexy in the way that that reminded me of Draco and Vampire. I started to cry and weep. Oh, God. Here we go again. I took a razor and started to slit my wrists. I drank the blood all depressed. Then I looked back. Then I looked at my black Good Charlotte watch and noticed it was time to go to biology class. Oh my God. I put on a short, ripped black gothic dress that said anarchy on the front in blood red letters. It was hyper-realistic blood. And it was all ripped. And the spiky belt. Under that, I put some ripped black fishnets. Why the fuck do I keep reading this bullshit? Black fishnets and boots that said Joel all over them with blood, hyper red, realistic blood letters, blood. Hyper realistic blood. I put my ebony black hair out. Anyway, I went downstairs feeling all sad and depressed as usual. Yeah, tell us about it. I did some advanced biology work. I was turning a bloody pentagram into a black guitar. Suddenly, the guitar turned into Draco. So now are there two Dracos? Ebony, I love you, he shouted. I don't care what those fucker preps and posers think. You're the most beautiful girl in the world. Before I met you, I used to want to commit suicide all the time. Now just half the time. He didn't say that. Now I just want to fucking be with you. I fucking love you. Then he started to sing the Chronicles of Life and Death. Of course. Right in front of the entire class. His singing voice was so amazing and gothic. Okay? And sexy, like a cross between Gerard, Joel, Chester, Pierre, Marilyn Manson. OMFG, I said after he finished. Some fucking prep started at us, but I just stuck up my middle fingers. Okay. And shouted at them, I love more. Wait. Stuck my middle fingers up at them. I love you, I said. And then we started to kiss, just like Hilary Duff and CMM in the Cinderella story. Okay. Then we started holding hands. Lupin shouted at us, but he stopped because everyone was clapping by how sexy we looked together. Then I saw a poster saying that MCR would have a concert in Hogsmeade right then. We looked at each other all shocked, and then we went together. So you're ditching class to go fucking see MCR? That's super. We ran happily to Hogsmeade. I have this image of them skipping merrily down the lane. We ran happily to Hogsmeade. There, we saw the stage where GC had played. We ran in happily. MCR was there playing Helena. I was so fucking happy. Gerard looked even sexier than he did in the pictures. Even Draco thought so. I could totally see him getting an erection, but it didn't matter because I knew. But I knew no. God, fuck this spelling grammar. Because I knew that we were the only true ones for each other. Oh, here we go. Guess what? I was wearing a black leather mini dress and black leather platinum boots and ripped fishnets. Draco was wearing a baggy MCR t-shirt and black baggy pants. Anyway, we started moshing to Helena. We Frenched. Oh, spicing things up a bit, aren't we? We ran up to the front of the band to stage dive. Suddenly, Gerard pulled off his mask. When was he wearing a mask? So did the others. We gasped. It wasn't them at all. It was Voldemort and the Death Eaters. That's actually a pretty cool name for a band. The Death Eaters. What the fuck, Draco? I'm not going to a concert with you, I shouted angrily. Not after what happened to me last time. Even if it's MCR and you know how much I like them. What caused we, he got uncomfortable because guys don't like to talk about you know what. Yeah, because I yielded in an angry voice. We won't do that again, Draco promised. This time, we're going with an escort. Wow. Kinky shit, aren't you, Draco? Is that escort going to be a sex demon? OMFG, what the fuck? Are you giving into the mainstream, I asked? So I guess you're a prep or Christian or what now? No, he muttered loudly. Are you becoming a prep or what? I shouted angrily. Ebony, I'm not. Please come with me, and I can come with you, and on you, and in you. I mean, what? I mean, that's not part of any of this. I'm just adding my own bits because this is so fucking boring. He fell down to his knees, and I took out my big, black, floppy dick, and he was like, OMG. Fuck vampire. I want Ebony's big dick. Sorry, adding my own parts again. He fell down to his knees and started singing The World is Black by Good Charlotte to me. I was flattered, because that's not even a single, and he had memorized the lyrics just for me. Okay, then I guess I will have to, I said, and then we Frenched for a while, and I went up to my room. Bloody Mary was standing there. Yeah, says hello. She said hello, she speaks Japanese, and blah blah blah. BTW, Willow, that fucking poser, got expelled. She failed all her classes, and she skipped math. It serves that fucking bitch right. I laughed angrily. What? Laughing angrily? Oh my god. How much more are we gonna go through? Well, anyway, we were feeling all depressed. We watched some gothic movies like The Nightmare Before Christmas. When did Nightmare Before Christmas become a gothic movie? Maybe Willow will die too, I said. Kawaii, Bloody Mary shook her head energetically. Oh yeah, I have a confession. After she got expelled, I murdered her and Lupin did it with her. And then Lupin did it with her because he's a necrophiliac. Of course, it says neophiliac. So. Kawaii, I commented happily. God. We talked to each other in silence for the rest of the movie. Oh, hey, by the way, I'm going to a concert with Draco tonight in Hogsmeade with MCR, I said. I need to wear, like, the hottest outfit ever. Bloody Mary nodded energetically again. OMFG, totally. Let's go shopping. Let's go shopping. Let's go shopping. Let's go shopping, you and me. In Hot Topic, right? I asked, already getting out my special Hot Topic loyalty card. Uh-huh. Yep. Actually, I think I still have one from ages ago, somewhere in my room. I think it's in one of my boxes. But I think I still have one from like a fucking million years ago. No, my head snapped up. What? My head spun? I could not believe it. Bloody Mary, are you a prep? No, she laughed. I found some cool gothic stores near Hogwarts, that's all. Who told you about them? I asked. Sure, it would be Draco or Diablo or Vampire. Or me. Dumbledore, she said. Let me just call our brooms. OMFG, Dumbledore, I asked quietly. Yeah, I saw the map for Hogsmeade on his desk, she told me. Come on, let's go. We were going in a few punk goth stores, especially for the concert in Hogsmeade. The salesperson was OMG hotter than Gerard, except not cause the impossible. And he gave me a few dresses. We only have these for the real goths. Oh. It's like all these other goths that come in, they're the fake goths. But I can tell by you young ladies that you guys are the real deal. So these are for you. It's dangerous to go alone. Take these. The real goths, me and Bloody Mary asked. Yeah, you wouldn't believe how many posers there are in this town, man. Yesterday, Lupin and Snape tried to buy a gothic camera pouch. He said, he shook his head. I don't even know they had a camera. Well, they do. And somehow it broke, but it's like back together again or something, I don't know. OMFG, they're gonna try to spy on me again, I cried. Running out of the changing room wearing a long black dress with lots of, my god, again with the, Oh my Satan, you have to buy that outfit, the salesperson said. Yeah, it looks totally hot, said Bloody Mary. You know what? I'm actually going to give it to you free, because you look really hot in that outfit. Dude, she's not going to fuck you. Give up. Hey, are you going to be at the concert tonight, he asked. Yeah, I am actually. I looked back at him. Hey, by the way, my name's Ebony Darkness Dementia Tower Away. What's yours? Tom Ridd. Get it? He said, and ran a hand through his black-dyed hair. Maybe I'll see you there tonight. Yeah, I don't think so, because I'm going there with my boyfriend Draco, you sick perv. So the guy gives you free clothes and then you call him a perv. But I guess it is because he's trying to get you alone so he can fuck you. I yelled angrily, but before he could beg me to go with him, Hagrid flew in on his black broom, looking worried. OMFG, Ebony, you need to get back into the castle now. God, my voice is really going right now. Tom Riddle gave us some clothes and stuff for free, which he probably shouldn't have done, but that means he's going to get fired. And then he's going to put a curse on the place so that no one will ever make it more than a year. He said he would help us with my makeup if we wanted, because he was really into fashion and stuff. He's bisexual. Hagrid kept shooting at us to come back to Hogwarts. WTF, Hagrid, I shouted angrily. Fuck off, you fucking bastard. Well, anyway, Willow came. I'm sure she did. Hagrid went away angrily. Alright, I actually had to pause there real second. My voice was just bleh, so I had to take a quick drink of H2O. Aqua. Where am I again? Trying to find my place. Oh yeah, that's right, Willow came. Hey bitch, you look kawaii, she said. Yeah, but not as kawaii as you. Oh my god, stop saying kawaii. Let's have a drinking game. Every time I have to say kawaii. But not as kawaii as you, I answered sadly, because Willow's really pretty and everything. Oh my god. She was wearing a short black corset thingy with blood red lace on it, and a black blood red miniskirt. It was hyper realistic blood. Leather fishnets and black pointy boots that showed off how pale she was. She had a real nice body, with big boobs and everything. She was thin enough to be anorexic. Oh god. So fucking sexy. So she looked like, oh, never mind. I'm not going to do that. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. I'm pretty sure you guys know where I was going to go with that. If you weren't, congratulations, you're naive. If you do know where I was going with that, congratulations, you know how I think. Because I'm pretty sure you must have been thinking the same thing. She was thin enough to be anorexic. Fuck my life. So, are you going to the concert with Draco? She asked. Yeah, I said happily. I'm going with Diablo, she answered happily. Well, anyway, Draco and Diablo came. I'm sure they did. They were both looking extremely hot and sexy, and you could tell they thought we were too. Diablo, oh my god. Diablo was wearing a black t-shirt that said 666 on it. He was wearing tons of makeup just like Marilyn Manson. Draco was wearing black leather pants. Leather pants! A gothic black Good Charlotte t-shirt and black Vans. Damn, Draco! Back at it again with the black Vans! He got from the warp tower. Bloody Mart. Bloody Mart. You must get eggs from Mart. I go buy eggs from Mart. Let's go to the concert with Dracula. Dracula used to be called Navel, but it turned out that he was kidnapped at birth, and his real family were vampires, of course. They died in a car. What? His parents were his real family were vampires, but they died in a car crash? I thought they were immortal? Who knew that vampires could die unless they were all impaled fucking in the heart or something? Navel converted to Satanism and he went goth. He was a Slytherin now. He was wearing a black warped t-shirt, black jeans and shoes, and black hair with red streaks in it. We call him Dracula now. Well, anyway, we all went to Draco's flying black Mercedes-Benz. Get it? Because we're gothic. Yeah, we already got that established in like chapter 1. That his dad Lucius gave him. We did pot, coke, and crack. So fuck. Draco and I made out. We made fun of those stupid fucking preps. We soon got there. I gasped. Gerard was the sexiest guy ever. He looked even sexier than he did in its pics. He had long raven black hair and piercing blue eyes. Didn't she say that before, though? I'm not feeling like, is it deja vu? Am I reading the... I feel like I'm reading the same thing over and over again. He really was skinny, and he had an amazing ethnic voice. We moshed to him. We moshed to Helena and some other songs. Some other songs. Suddenly Gerard pulled off his mask. What? It's the same thing. Oh, wait. Am I? Wait, suddenly Gerard pulled off his mask. So did the other members. I gasped. It wasn't Gerard at all. It was an ugly, preppy man with no nose and red eyes. Everyone ran away but me and Draco. Draco and I came. I'm sure you did. It was Voldemort and the Death Eaters. So it's the same as last time, except worded a little differently. You moronic idiots, he shouted angstily. Ebony, I told you to kill vampire. Thou have failed. And now I shall kill thou and Draco. No, no, please, he begged sadly, but he took out his knife. Suddenly, a gothic old man flew on his broomstick. He had long black hair and a long black beard. He was wearing a black robe that said Avril Lavigne on it, on the back. He shot a spell and Voldemort ran away. It was Dumbledore. I'm pretty sure we got that from the black robe. I woke up the next day in my coffin. I walked out of it and I put on some black eyeliner, black eyeshadow, blood bed lipstick, and a black, really low cut leather dress that was all ripped and in stripes so you could see my belly. I was wearing a skull belly ring with black and red diamonds in it. I'm so tired of describing what this girl is wearing. Well, anyway, I went down to the Great Hall. There are the walls. There all the wall. God, I thought this was supposed to be revised. There, all the walls were painted black. I know that's, red door. I see a red door, I want it painted black, but I hear painted black, and that's what I think of. And I'm pretty sure you all did too. So I jogged your memories. I see a red door, and I want it painted black. Painted black, and the tables were black too. But you could see that there was some pink pant underneath the black pant. And there were posters of poser bands everywhere, like Ashley Simpson and the Backstreet Boys. Hey, don't be dissing the Backstreet Boys. WTF, I shouted, going to sit next to Bloody Mary. Oh, she's back to Bloody Mary now. She's not Bloody Mart. Bloody Mary and Willow. Bloody Mary was wearing, oh my fucking god. Like, half of this fucking thing is just her describing what everyone's wearing. Bloody Mary was wearing a black leather mini with a Good Charlotte t-shirt, black fishnets, and black pointy boots. Willow was wearing a long gothic black dress with blood red writing with all lacy and came up to her thighs, and black boots and fishnets. Vampire Dracula and Draco came. We started talking about who was sexier, Mikey Gerard or Billy Joe Armstrong. The boys joined in because they were bi. Oh god, thank god. We're on chapter 18, by the way. It's almost over. God. Those guys are so fucking hot. Navel was saying as suddenly a gothic old man with a black beard and everything came. He was the same who chased Voldemort away yesterday. He had normal tan skin, but he was wearing white foundation. and he had dyed his hair black. Dumbledore? We all gasped. What the fuck? I shouted angrily. I thought he was just wearing that to scare Voldemort. Hello, everyone, he said happily. As you can see, I gave the room a makeover. What do you think about it? Everyone from the poser table in Gryffindor started to cheer. Well, we goths looked at each other, all disgusted, and shook our heads. We couldn't believe what a poser he was. By the way, you can call me Albert. Very gothic name, he called as we left our classes. What a fucking poser, Draco shouted angrily as we went to Transfiguration. We were holding hands. Vampire looked jealous. I could see him crying blood in a gothic way. Get it? Way, like Gerard. Shut the fuck up. But I didn't say anything. I bet he's having a midlife crisis, Willow shouted. I was so fucking angry. I'm so fucking angry I actually told myself to do this. Chapter 19. By the way, this one's called I'm Not Okay, I Promise. Get it? Because, you know, MCR song, I'm Not Okay, I Promise. Oh boy, you author. You're just a creative Sally, aren't you? All day we sat angrily thinking about Dumbledore. We were so fucking pissed off. Well, I had one thing to look forward to. Wait, didn't you just go? Oh, the MCR concert. It had been postponed, so we could all go. Hopefully, Voldemort doesn't pop up again with his Death Eaters. Anyway, I went to the common room. Sadly to cut classes. Then I cut my wrists. Just kidding, that's not there. But that's what I expected. Draco was being all secretive. I asked what it was and he got all mad at me. Started crying all hot and angsty. Aren't sensitive bi guys so hot? No, I wouldn't know. I don't know any sensitive bi guys. No one fucking understands me, he shouted angrily. Always so angrily. There are other words to describe someone doing, an action, rather than angrily. He shouted angrily as his black hair went in his big blue eyes like Billy Joe in Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Did I say Billy Joel? I don't know. Billy Joe. He was wearing black baggy pants, a black MCR t-shirt, and black dye. Get it? Instead of tie, because I'm gothic. Oh my god. Somebody kill me now. I was wearing a black leather low-cut top with chains all over it, and a black leather mini, black high-heeled boots, and a cross-belly thing. My hair was all up in a really messy high bun like Amy Lee and Gong Under. Excuse me? What about me? I growled. But, he grunted. You fucking wait. Oh, she said I moaned. You fucking bastard, I moaned. No, wait, it's not what it fucking looks like, he shouted. But it was too late. I knew what I heard. I ran into the bathroom crying, angrily crying. Draco banged on the door so that he could bang me. He didn't say that. She didn't say that. I need to stop adding my own parts into this story. I whipped and whipped as my bloody eyeliner streamed down my cheeks and made cool tears down my face, like Benji in the video for Boys and Girls. I took out a cigarette and started to smoke pot. Suddenly, Hagrid came. Sure he did. He had apparated. You gave me a fucking shock, I shouted angrily, dropping my pot. What the fuck are you doing in the girls' bathroom? Only it wasn't just Hagrid. Someone else was with him too. For a second, I wanted it to be Tom, Ridd, or maybe Draco, but it was Dumbledore. Oh. Hey, I need to ask you a question, he said, pulling out a black wannabe gothic purse. What are you wearing to the concert tonight? Wait, is that Dumbledore talking, or... I don't fucking care anymore. You know who MCR is? Yeah, you know who MCR is, I gasped. No, I just saw there was a concert there and a lot of goths and punks were going to be there, he said. Anyway, Draco has a surprise for you. Oh, I'm sure he does. Chapter 20, Praise Satan. That was me actually praising Satan for this. All day I wondered what the surprise was. Meanwhile, thousands of miles away, I put on a black, same fucking thing she had on before. Oh, instead of black combat boots, she put on black gothic compact boots. Completely different. This really shakes things up. MCR were going to do their concert again, since Voldemort had taken over the last one, and the one before that. I slit my wrist while I moshed to MCR in my bedroom all night, feeling excited. Suddenly, someone knocked on the door while I was trying on some black clothes and moshing to Fang You for the Venom. I got all mad and turned it off. Wait, but sacredly? Sacredly? I hoped inside that it was Draco, so we could do it again. What the fuck? What the fucking hell are you doing? I shouted angrily. It was Lupin. Are you gonna rape me or what? Is that a... What? Do you want him to rape you, or... I yelled. I was allowed to say that because Dumbledore had told us all to be careful around him and Snape, since he was a pedo. No, actually. Editor's note, actually is actually. Yeah, we kind of get that. Can I please borrow some condoms? He growled angrily. So he's like, can I please borrow some condoms? Yeah, so you can fuck your 6-year-old girlfriend, huh? I shouted sarcastically. Fucker, he said, going away. Just like I hope this fucking story will. And remember, there's 44 chapters, and we're only on chapter 20. Fuck my life. Well, anyway, I put on some black... Oh my fucking god. Every fucking time without failing. Every single page. I put on some black eyeshadow, black eyeliner, or some black lipstick with white foundation. And then I went. Went where? Then I gasped. Snake and Lupin were in the middle of an empty hall, doing it, and Dobby was watching. Oh my god, you ludicrous idiot. They both shouted angrily when they saw me. Dobby ran away crying. They got up, though. Normally I would have been turned on. But both of them were fucking creps. What the fuck? Is this why you wanted condoms? I asked sadistically. Wait. Editor's note, she really didn't, but I'll leave it in. It was really sarcastically. Yes, we know. Only you wouldn't give them to me, Lupin shouted angrily. Again, angrily. Don't worry, it's almost over, guys. Well, you should have told me, I replied. You dimwit. Snake began to shoot angrily. Shoot what? Is he jizzing on fucking Lupin all angrily? He's like, argh. Argh. And then I took out my black camera and took a picture of them. You could see that they were naked and everything. Unless somehow a camera has a way of covering that up. Well, excuse me, princess. They didn't say that. Well, excuse me, they both shouted angrily. What was that all about? It was to blackmail you, I snarked. So now next time you see me doing it with my boyfriend, you can't fucking rat me out. Or I'll show this to Dumbledore. So fuck off, bastards. I started to run. They chased me, but I threw my wand at them and they tripped over it. Well, anyway, I went outside and there was Vampire looking extremely fucking hot. WTF, where'd Draco go? I asked him. Oh, he's being a fucking bastard. He told me he wouldn't come. He told me to come first. Vampire said, shaking his head. You want to come with me to the concert? Then he showed me his flying car. I gasped. It was a black car. He said his dog father, Sirius Black, had given it to him. The license plate on the front said MCR 666 on it. The one on the back said Ebony on it. I gasped. Again. We flew to the concert hall. Sarah was there playing. Was he really playing? Were they really playing this time? Or was it Dumbledore? Not Dumbledore, Voldemort in disguise. Vampire and I began to make out. Uh-oh, you're cheating on Draco, you fucking whore. Moshing to the music, I gasped. Looking at the band, I almost had an orgasm. Gerard was so fucking hot. Yes, we know. He began to sing Helena in his sexy, beautiful singing voice. He began to sing Helena, and his sexy, beautiful voice began to fill the hall. And then I was wishing he was filling me. I mean, what? I mean, I told myself I would stop adding my own commentary to this. And then I heard some crying. I turned and saw Draco crying in a corner. Oh my god, that was chapter 20, and holy fucking hell. Can I go kill myself now? 50 fucking minutes, holy shit. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, guys. If I didn't have my own commentary, that would have been a lot shorter. Just like my penis. Anyways, that's my Immortal chapters 10 through 20. We've still got plenty more to go through, so probably like, what, 2 more videos? Oh my god. Anyways, you guys know the drill. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!